The Doodler, San Francisco, 1974 to 1975. In the mid-1970s, a predator haunted San Francisco's Castro district, one of the most vibrant gay neighborhoods in America. By day, the killer may have blended in. By night, he lured men from clubs or bars, sketched their portraits, and then savagely stabbed them to death. He struck at least 5 times, perhaps as many as 16, and vanished without a trace. Despite multiple surviving victims, a suspect in custody, and a detailed modus operandi, the man known only as the Doodler was never charged. He remains one of the most elusive serial killers in California history. The victims. The Doodler's confirmed reign of terror began on January 24, 1974, when the body of Gerald Kavanaugh, 49, was found fully clothed on Ocean Beach. He had been stabbed 17 times in the front and back, with defensive wounds suggesting a brutal struggle. Over the next year and a half, more bodies appeared. Joseph J. Stevens, a 27-year-old female impersonator and comedian, was found near Spreckles Lake in Golden Gate Park on June 25, 1974, his throat slashed. Just 2 weeks later, Klaus Christmann, a 31-year-old German national and father of 2, was discovered near Lincoln Park Golf Course. His body showed over 15 stab wounds, and his throat had been slit multiple times. Police described it as a rage killing. On May 12, 1975, Frederick Kappen, a 32-year-old medical corpsman and Vietnam veteran, was found behind a building near the waterfront. Then, on June 4th, Harold Gullberg, a 66-year-old Swedish-American, was discovered dead in a similar manner, stabbed, slashed, and discarded. All 5 men were believed to be gay or bisexual. All were stabbed, and at least 2 showed signs that they had voluntarily left with their killer before being attacked. A killer's method. Police soon formed a theory. The killer approached men in gay bars or clubs, struck up casual conversations, and offered to sketch their portraits. The victims reportedly found this charming and non-threatening. An artist type with a notebook, perhaps a loner, but not dangerous. After gaining their trust, he would lure them to isolated areas, then attack. This signature behavior earned him the nickname the Doodler. Notably, several surviving victims, including a well-known entertainer, a diplomat, and a public figure, gave matching descriptions of the suspect. A young black man in his early 20s, slim, around 6 feet tall, often wearing stylish clothes. He was soft-spoken and articulate. But when the suspect was eventually identified and brought in for questioning, those same witnesses refused to testify, fearing that coming forward as gay would destroy their careers. Because of that silence, the case fell apart. A prime suspect. In 1976, San Francisco police detained a suspect who matched the descriptions and was found with sketchbooks resembling those described by survivors. At the time, homosexuality was still heavily stigmatized, and even victims had to weigh public exposure against justice. Several men gave statements identifying the suspect, but again, none would testify in court. This allowed the suspected killer to walk free. While his name has never been released to the public, some investigators still believe he was indeed the Doodler. Others think the real killer may have moved on, changed tactics, or blended into another city's gay nightlife scene. Renewed interest. For decades, the Doodler case sat cold in the SFPD archives, but in 2018, renewed attention, spurred by podcasts and true crime forums, breathed life back into the investigation. In 2022, the San Francisco Police Department announced a $250,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and released a revised age progression sketch of the suspect. Investigators now estimate the killer may be responsible for up to 16 murders and as many as 3 surviving victims. They also acknowledged having DNA from at least one crime scene, though whether it matches their original suspect remains unclear. According to SFPD, the suspect is likely still alive and would be in his 60s or early 70s today. Social context and fear. The Doodler operated during a time of immense vulnerability for the LGBTQ+ community. Coming out could mean losing a job, a family, or your freedom. As a result, many victims and even survivors were reluctant to report crimes. In the Doodler's case, this cultural silence may have cost lives. The San Francisco police admitted that they lost critical time and opportunities to pursue the killer more aggressively. Community leaders in the Castro district repeatedly criticized the lack of urgency shown in the investigation, especially compared to cases involving white or heterosexual victims. Could he have killed again? Despite 5 confirmed murders, many investigators believe the Doodler didn't stop in 1975. He simply evolved. Some theorize he may have traveled up the West Coast or changed his method to avoid detection. The exact number of his victims remains uncertain. Several unsolved murders of gay men in Los Angeles and Seattle during the late 70s have been flagged as possible connections. However, no concrete link has been established. The Doodler today. If alive today, the Doodler would be an old man, perhaps retired, perhaps living in anonymity. He may have left behind a trail of victims that were never linked to him. Or he may have stopped killing entirely, hiding in plain sight among the very communities he once terrorized. Despite renewed interest, the case remains officially unsolved. But SFPD has made it clear they haven't given up. Until DNA or a witness speaks up, the Doodler, like so many other cold case predators, remains still at large.